I was born in 1934, one of a pair of twins. Miriam and I were the third and fourth children in the family. We lived in a very small village in Transylvania, Romania. We got down from the cattle car. People were selected to live or to die. People crying, pushing, shoving, dogs barking, trying to make some sense of that place. And I actually turned around in trying to figure out what is that place. Never seen a place like that before. And as I turned around, I realized that my father and my two older sisters were gone. Never saw them again. We were holding on to mother for dear life. A Nazi was running in the middle of that selection platform, yelling in German, "Twins, twins." He noticed us and demanded to know if we were twins. And my mother asked, "Is that good?" And the Nazi said yes. My mother said yes. At that moment, another Nazi came, pulled my mother to the right, we were pulled to the left. We were crying, she was crying. And all I ever remember is seeing my mother's arms stretched out in despair as she was pulled away. I never even said goodbye to her, but I did not understand that this would be the last time that we would see her. And all that took 30 minutes from the time we got down from the cattle car and my whole family was gone. Only Miriam and I were left holding hands and crying. We were Mengele twins, which we found out later on what that meant. I didn't know how to thank a Nazi. I didn't tell anybody about it because even to me it sounded strange. I didn't want anybody to change my mind. After 10 months, one morning I woke up and the following simple idea popped into my head. How about a letter of forgiveness from me? And that was a meaningful gift. An Auschwitz survivor gives him a letter of forgiveness to a Nazi doctor. But what I discovered for myself was life-changing. I discovered that I had the power to forgive. No one could give me that power. No one could take it away. It was all mine to use in any way I wished. And that became an interesting thing because as a victim of almost 50 years, I never thought that I had any power over my life. Now, I began writing a letter, and I didn't know how to write a letter of forgiveness. And it took me 4 months to write it. I forgive you. Made me feel very good that I, the little guinea pig of 50 years, even had the power over the angel of death of Auschwitz. I felt free from Auschwitz, free from Mengele. So now that I have forgiven him, I knew that most of the survivors, all victims, all hurt, feel hopeless, feel helpless, feel powerless. But what is my forgiveness? I like it. It is an act of self-healing, self-liberation, self-empowerment. I want everybody to remember that we cannot change what happened. That is the tragic part. But we can change how we relate to it.
The liberation of Auschwitz is both a somber and indeed a sacred moment. It is a moment when we recall the 6 million Jews, old and young, who were systematically murdered, together with Sinti, Roma, disabled people, members of the LGBT community, political prisoners, and so many others. Upon whom the Nazis inflicted their violence and hatred. It is a moment when we recall the depths to which humanity can sink, when evil is allowed to flourish, ignored for too long by the world. And it is a moment when we recall the powerful testimonies of survivors such as Lily Ebert, who collectively taught us to cherish our freedom, to challenge prejudice, and never to be a bystander in the face of violence and hate.
I am Lily Ebert, a Holocaust survivor. I survived the worst tragedy in the Jewish history, to kill the Jewish people. And today is a remembrance for 6 million innocent people who were killed for no other reason than they were born Jewish.
Auschwitz kerbaro, odoi beshel mropiran, beshel gondolinel, hey apremande povistere, aducalo chiricloro, ligia mangem roliloro. Ligia mraro mniake, oi som pamo Auschwitzate bare boca, asotecha lamenane, ani odako termaro, hey o bachari vibachtalo.
Ja judakalo chiricloro, ligial mangem roliloro, ligial mraromniake, hoi me besham Auschwitzate, ja Auschwitzate bare boka. Ani yamena ne soha, yani yudako termaro yai, o baharis bibachta alo, yai sarmeyek farkere java, le baharis murdarava. Sarmeyek farkere java, yai le baharis murdarava. Ya la 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 da la la la. Oh ya la 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 da la la.
They did it. And I put it on my arm, a number. I was not a human being anymore. I was not Lily Ebert, no. And in Then when they wanted to ask me something, nobody asked a name. This number should answer. So deep was they put down that my mother and my father gave me a name like every normal child has, but they thought they cannot use my name because I am nobody. I am even not a name.
And in a world that remains full of turmoil and strife and has witnessed the dangerous re-emergence of anti-Semitism, there can be no more important message, especially as the United Kingdom holds the presidency of the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. As the number of Holocaust survivors regrettably diminishes with the passage of time, the responsibility of remembrance rests far heavier on our shoulders and on those of generations yet unborn. The act of remembering the evils of the past remains a vital task, and in so doing we inform our present and shape our future. There is much work still to be done if we are not just to remember the past, but to use it to inspire us to build a kinder and more compassionate world for future generations. A world of which we can be truly proud. And this remains the sacred task of us all. Thank you, Liz.
And in the character it's an inscription about Vlad, which means work set you free. And a lot of people believe that they would have, because they would work for German companies. Also, the time passed, it was decided this very ironic inscription, because if we didn't need the climate messages to destroy prisoners through work, through system of punishment, and very small food rations. And on the left side you can see the barracks designed for the first groups of commissars, officers, soldiers deported here in 1941.
For me, Auschwitz represents a somber reminder of humanity's darkest hour. A place where hope seems lost and missed, unimaginable suffering, where the beauty of compassion was brutally suppressed by the ugliness of hate, and where the resilience of the human spirit struggled to survive against all odds. To me, it symbolizes the devastating consequences of unchecked power, the dehumanizing effects of fear and intolerance, and the countless innocent life lost due to senseless cruelty. Auschwitz was a complex of concentration and extermination camps established during the World War II. It became one of the notorious symbols of the Holocaust. Initially set up in 1940, started as a detention center for political prisoners, but quickly shifted into a site of mass murder. Over 1.1 million people, mostly Jews, were systematically killed there through gas chambers, forced labor, starvation, and medical experiments. The sheer scale of suffering and loss is unimaginable, making it a powerful reminder of the need for compassion and understanding in our world today. For many survivors, it was the forced separation from their loved ones and the subsequent loss of hope in the seemingly endless nightmare. If I have to emphasize one thing, it would be the gas chambers. The thought of innocent people being led to their death like sheep, unaware of what had waited for them, it's almost unbearable. It's a painful reality of human capacity for cruelty and indifference. The gas chambers were equipped with Cyclone B pellets, which released a toxic gas upon contact with the air. Before that, mobile killing units were used, including gas vans where the exhaust fumes were channeled into a sealed compartment, causing asphyxiation. Those gas vans were essentially mobile torture chambers where innocent people were subjected to a slow and agonizing death through suffocation, their final moments filled with desperation and terror. It's heartbreaking to think about the immense suffering and cruelty that took place in these gas vans. No regard for human life. Human beings treating fellow human beings, people like near objects, to be eliminated. Those actions were a stark reminder of the dangers of prejudice, hatred, and intolerance, injustice. I'm not blaming you, brothers and sisters. I'm fighting for remembrance and awareness. Let's honor the victims and survivors of the Holocaust by keeping their stories alive. My next words would be a reflection of the importance of compassion, empathy, and understanding in preventing such atrocities from happening again. Love, peace, respect for life, education and awareness are the keys. We must teach future generations about the dangers of hate, intolerance, and prejudice by promoting empathy, understanding, and inclusivity. We can create a society that values diversity and all life itself. The message of Star Vlad 21st Limited is clear. No more words for Auschwitz. It's a crucial book that shows light in the atrocities of the past, serving as a warning for the present and future, recreating the atmosphere of hope, despair, and resilience that define the lives of those that endured unimaginable suffering. The book describes, through provoking stories of Auschwitz, a place where humanity hit the rock bottom. Imagine yourself stepping into the shoes of those who lived through the horrors of Auschwitz, taking you on a journey through the darkest corners of the human history, where the lines between hope and despair were constantly blurred. As you'll turn the pages, you'll discover the untold stories of the war. Get ready to immerse yourself in a world that will leave you breathless and questioning the very fabric of humanity. Our book is not just a story. It's an experience that will awaken your senses, spark your curiosity, and challenge everything you thought you knew about the human spirit. Imagine the sound of gunfire echoing through the night, the scent of smoke and ash filling the air, the feeling of desperation clinging to every moment, and the dark forces that drove the human to commit such atrocities. Every page turns a new experience, exposing the harsh realities of war and the human condition. Every detail is meticulously crafted to transport you into a world you would never forget. Will you dare to confront the darkness within? Would you dare to turn the pages of history?
Here's a song by Pete Seeger, a song that I love very much. Where have all the flowers gone? Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls pick them, every one. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young girls gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young girls gone? Gone to young men, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young men gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young men gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young men gone? Gone to soldier, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time passing. Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time ago. Where have all the graveyards gone? Gone to flower, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls pick them, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn?